Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. Today our topic is very important, and I encourage everybody who is watching us or listening to us, if you really care for what we do, to copy this video and feel free to load it wherever you want. The topic today is about the what the Muslims called Al-Aqsa Mosque. Uh, there is tons of stories about Al-Aqsa Mosque and Muhammad, that he went to the seven heavens and then he came back and he visited the Aqsa Mosque, and all of this was supposedly over a flying donkey or a flying mule with two wings. Now there is no question that this story is very stupid to believe in. However, today we are going to prove to you that the story about Al-Aqsa Mosque is false, and we will not use Jewish books, Christian books, we will use Islamic books. Now there is no doubt that the land is the land of Israel, and anyone who says something else, he must be stupid, ignorant, he is ignoring the history. You can go right now and check. You will find that even in the Muslims books they say to you that the first time the Muslims they enter the land which is called Israel was many years after the death of Muhammad. That was the first time ever, and at that moment there is not even single person speak even Arabic in that land. People either they speak Hebrew, and those are the Jews, or they speak Aramaic, and those are the Aramaic people, and both are not Arab. So the claim that this is a land owned by the Jews is very stupid, and mostly is like I see some European, they sponsor the what it's called the Palestinian, because there is no Palestinians in what it's called Palestine. Those are Muslims who they are invasion. They are not from there. You do not need really to be a genius. It's going to take you just few seconds to go right now and type in your browser the Pact of Umar. The Pact of Umar is what the Muslims they force on those who live in Jerusalem at that time. And at that moment, not even one single Muslim or Arab is living in that land. Not even a single one. Not even a half one. All right. So when somebody want to say to us that this is the land of the Muslims and the Jews are occupation and etc., that's absolutely false, stupid argument, and we are going to prove it to you in front of your eyes. In the screen I will show you from the Muslims books. Imagine I will show you that this is the land of the Jews from the Muslims books. Now somebody asked me to make a video about the gathering of Israel at the end of the time. I will make a different broadcast, but please for take a note, for now we are going to broadcast in the Arabian Prophet account, in the Arabian Prophet account, until, because this account I did not use for a while, I don't want it to die. We want to broadcast for some time so we can keep the two account, Christian Prince and this account, fresh and working together. This is why we don't have many people watching right now, but later they will find out and we will find hundreds of people here. So let us go and see if this is really the land of the Jews or this is the land of Israel. Always when somebody come to you with any kind of a statement asking for reference and asking for proof, don't take what I will say for you for granted, and don't take what people says to you for granted. Otherwise you are fooling yourself. So let us see in the screen together how we can prove that this land is the land of the Jews. And as I said, as I promised, I will use only Islamic books. Only. I don't think Muslims can refuse their books, because that will be miserable, right? That will be really miserable for them. If we go and check in the Quran, let us see how we can turn this off. Here we go. All right. We will go to the Quran in chapter 5, verse number 21. We start from there. Let us turn Twitter off so it's not going to bother us in the screen. In chapter 5, verse number 21, and please let me know if the audio is not clear. All right, and tell your friends from now on, for the coming maybe 2 months, we will broadcast in this account, not the other one, not Christian Prince. We are going to be here in the Arabian Prophet. So tell everybody, guys, and if you don't mind, if you can copy the browser, the link for the video, the live video right now, and post it right now, help me. It's spread all over YouTube, Twitter. Let everybody knows that we are live on air, and so they can watch. And again, I encourage everybody to download this video after we finish. In chapter 5, verse number 21, and we can read any Muslim translation, not Christian translation, not Jewish translation, not Benjamin Netanyahu translation of the Abdus. This is Yusuf Ali translation, not my translation. According to the Quran, Allah speaking, saying to the Jews, who is talking? Allah. Speaking to who? To Moses and to the Jews. Saying what? Read with me carefully. O my people, enter the holy land which Allah has assigned into you. Which Allah assigned into you. Who are those people the Quran is speaking to? Those are the people of Moses. And who are the people of Moses? Those are the Jews. And if you read the story carefully with me, Moses told them that Allah told me to go and invade that land, not just to enter it. The Jews, they said to Moses, according to the Quran, in this land are people of exceeding strength. Never shall we enter it until they leave. So the Jews, based in the Quran, they are peaceful people. They don't want to go in war. Allah insists that the Jews should do jihad and go and kill those who live in that land. Who is the? We are not reading the Bible right now. We are reading Quran. Remember, chapter 5, verse number 21, 22. The Jews, they refuse to go and attack those who live in that land. They said, we will not enter it until they leave it. Questions. Just a question for the Muslims. If Allah is God, why Allah is choosing a land is owned by other people, and he is promoting violence? If you Muslims saying that Palestinian, they are poor people, the Israeli are attacking them, why they are doing that? Here we go. The reason for the war, it was your God Allah. It is Allah who is encouraging the Jews and kill who you call them today Palestinian, but the fact those are not Palestinians. But I will go with them. Let us play the game of a good cop, bad cop. I mean, who is the stupid here? Your God is encouraging the Jews to go and kill those who live there. Who is the one who live there? Everybody will say Palestinian. Thank you very much. This is what they will say. European, stupid European, stupid left, the feminine groups, all those people who support, who wear the scarf of the Arab, and they think that the Arab are victims. The fact is the opposite. The Arab are nothing but an occupation. They occupy Syria, they occupy Iraq, they occupy Egypt. Even Turkey is not a Turkey. Everybody knows. They occupied Libya, they occupied Algeria, they occupied Morocco, and they occupy Spain. And they arrived to the half of Europe. And actually already half of Europe is gone, because Turkey alone is more than the half of Europe as a size. But the stupid idiot, they only see what they see in the news, which is propaganda of the left. So here in front of us, the Quran is encouraging the Jews to go and kill whoever live in that land. The Jews refuse. What Allah respond to that? Allah, he told them, you go and attack them, don't worry. You are fearing man. There's two men. They said to we are not going to do that. Then Moses, he said to them, go and assault them. Moses, who is telling them what Allah told him, that we should go and assault those people. Don't worry about it. Allah will give us victory. Look what's happening here. But among there Allah fearing men, there is two men whom Allah had bestowed his grace. So those are good men according to Allah. They said, assault them at the proper gate. So Allah describing those who make assault, in those who you call them Palestinian, He called them who Allah bestowed His grace on them. Do you see it? And it's not my translation, and this is the Quran. I don't think the Muslims, they will say the Quran is weak. According to Allah, the one who is a nice person is the one He called him, bestowed His grace on them. Those are the favorite men. Those are the best two men. Among their Allah-fearing men were two, which means two men, whom Allah had bestowed His grace. They said, look how nice they are. Assault them at the proper gate. When once you are victory, you are in victory, it will be yours. Put your trust on Allah. So those are the good Muslims, the good Jews, sorry. According to Muslims, you know, remember Moses is a Jew, is a Jew by name, but he is a Muslim in fact. And those, obviously, those two men, they are true Muslims. Allah, He bestowed His grace on them. He liked them. The rest didn't want to go in war. The rest, they said to him, we will not enter this land. Oh Moses, we will not enter this land. We shall not enter it until they leave. All right. Please guys, inform everybody that we are broadcasting in Arabian Prophet for some time, so everybody will know, because people do not know I'm using this account right now. Now let us continue. So as you see in the front of us on the screen, it's so clear, the evidence is so clear that Allah is encouraging the Jews to go and kill whoever live in that land. So if you are from the left wings of Europe, if you are anti-Israeli, if you are anti whatever anything is good, shut up, because the Quran is saying that it is Allah wish. Allah is the one who created this world. Now I want to see any of those scumbag who dare to say Israel is an invasion by saying that Allah, he is the one who ordered them to invade. If you are really seeking the problem reasons, if you are truthful, why you don't see it then? Here we go. Why you want to blame the Jews? And not only this, according to the story, Allah, He punished the Jews for refusing to go and attack those who live there. So what He did, He made them lose their destiny in the land for 40 years. So Allah, He punished the Jews for refusing to go in war and kill those who you call them Palestinians, and the punishment was 40 years losing their way in the desert. Read with me. Read with me. The blind one, the European one. I saw in Ireland, in Ireland, the Irish people, they are throwing the goods of Israel from the shelves. I mean, how stupid those people are. How dumb. How dumb. Go live there. Go live there between those Muslims and see how they would treat you. They would treat you like a dog. Go and see how they treat the Christians there. Go and see the history, how the Muslim, they forced the Christian and the Jews to pay jizya. Go right now and read the Pact of Omar, where everybody, if you want to carry a cross, you have to carry almost 9 kilograms across. If you want to carry a cross in your neck, you have to shave the front of your head just to make fun of you. You have to walk in the sewage if you face a Muslim. A Muslim can enter your house, sleep in your house, sleep in your bed for 3 days, for 3 nights, and heat in your house for free. That is Islam. And you are comparing between those savage people and the Israeli. The Israeli right now in the parliament, there is a Muslims members who speak whatever they want. Can you find me where in the Arabian countries we have a Jew who he's a member in the parliament who he say I love Israel, Viva Israel? What a weird people. So read with me here. Because the Jews they refuse to obey Moses, which supposedly Allah told Moses. Remember here, Moses, not him speaking. Moses is obeying Allah order, because Allah says to Moses, remember, Remember, Musa said to his people, "O my people, call remembrance the favor of Allah unto you." So Allah, he favored the Jews. And here you will see that some idiot of those who hate the Jews, they say to you that the Jews believe that they are favored over other mankind. Actually, the Quran says it clearly that the Jews are favored by Allah. I want to see any one of them dare to say Allah was a fascist. How come when the Jews they say we are favored by God, you get so upset, you get so angry, you accuse him of fascism, but when Allah he says that yeah, the Jews are my favorite, huh? Nobody talk. Suddenly Allah is not a fascist. And by the way, in different places in the Quran, in chapter 3 verse 110, the Quran says that the Muslims are the favorite of mankind. They are the highest of mankind. And what is the highest about them? What is the highest about them is the following. Let us read together. The best of mankind is you Muslims. Who? Why? What happened? Why exactly the Muslims are the best of mankind? Because you are the best of people ever raised up for the benefit of mankind. You see how benefit? You see the word benefit between the brackets? It's a fiction. Because look what it says. Chapter 3 verse number 10. The best of mankind are those who bring them with the chains round their necks till they embrace Islam. Imagine the Jews, they say we are the best because we will put the chain around every human being neck until he embraced Judaism. What those who hate Israel would do. But as long as Islam is teaching that, it's okay. Islam have the right to say that. You know, anybody here from the Irish, the Ireland? You know, I don't know what happened to this country. They raised the flag of Palestine. I keep dreaming. I will not be surprised if those people they join the Muslims and do jihad against Israel. But they keep dreaming. You are being stupid, and the truth at the end will be revealed. So the Muslims believe that they are the best of mankind, and they have the right to enslave everybody. Because everybody is the same as an animal unless he embraces Islam. Now we go back to the topic. Now we showed you that Allah he forced Islam. He forced the Jews to go and attack the Palestinian, but they refused. So what Allah did? He made them lost their way in the desert for 40 years. 40 years. For they refused to go and kill the Palestinians. All right, here we go. Sorry, 40 years. Therefore, Allah said, who is talking? Allah. Who? Allah. Who? Yasser Arafat. Allah. Therefore, the land will be out of their reach for 40 years. Why they are going to be punished this way? Because they refuse to go and attack that land and whoever live in it, which means supposedly according to the left wings and the feminines and the gays and the lesbian and everybody who hate Israel, it is the Palestinians. So according to the Quran, the Jews are nice people and the Muslims are the aggressive, and they are the one who attack the Palestinian, not the Jews. And because the Jews refused to kill the Palestinians, Allah punished them, make them lose their way for 40 years. Now, our topic, remember, is about what? Is about Al-Aqsa Mosque. If there is really something is called Al-Aqsa Mosque, is that true? If you go and read a little bit of history, you will find that this is absolutely false and fiction, and it's not true. Al-Aqsa Mosque, or the way it is today, is nothing but a collection of stones of old temples. Many of it was exist in the same land, in the same location, and many of it is coming from the temple of Baal in Baalbek in Lebanon. This is why you will find in those rocks Many of symbolic have to do nothing to do with the occasion this or the reason this temple was built for, this mosque is built for, like as an example drawing for Baal or scriptures about Baal. Why? Because those stones are stolen, and they, when the Muslims controlled that area, they took a lot of stones, a lot of wood. Actually, they destroyed. Let's say it this way: they have already the base, which is the Mount Temple, and they want to build more to make it look like a mosque. So they destroy most of the temple of Baal in Baalbek in Lebanon, and they took all the rocks and all the etc. A lot of work for sure, but this is how it worked. However, today I'm not going to use any Jewish reference, any Jewish proofs, anything have to do like from the Jewish, because remember, if I show you what the Jews believe, this is a Jewish website. You can go and read what it says about the temple and how the design and etc. All right, but I am not going to use this to prove to you anything about how false the claim that the Muslims they own that place. I am going to show you with no doubt that have nothing to do, or the Muslims they call Al-Aqsa have nothing to do with the mosque they have there. First, if we ask the Muslims what Al-Aqsa mean, Al-Aqsa, what does that mean? Arabic word mean it says Al-Aqsa, so like it's kind of confusing. Okay, what Al-Aqsa mean? Aqsa in Arabic mean the farther point, huh? The farther point. So the farther point, it have to be farther point. Aqsa, there's Aqsa and Adna. So when I say the farther point, it's mean I'm speaking about something extremely far, very far. Like I'm saying Al-Aqsa, not just far. I'm saying Al-Aqsa, which means is the farthest. Let me show you from the dictionary to prove my point. This is a Muslim dictionary, Arabic English. It's called Al-Ma'ani. You can go check it yourself. Read with me what Al-Aqsa mean. Let me zoom in. It's about an extreme distance, and it can be about extreme something extreme, not necessarily distance, but as long you are speaking about a land, it is then about the farthest or the most far land. Now, how far it is the land of, or let us say, who is the one is talking, by the way? The one is talking in the Quran or in the Hadith, Muhammad, speaking about Al-Aqsa. So when he said he went to Al-Aqsa, and that means the farther point as distance in the earth, how this can be about a mosque exist in Jerusalem? Because how far it is the Mosque of Jerusalem. If we go in the Quran in chapter 17 verse number 1, let us go there. All right, chapter 17 verse number 1, and later I will make in different broadcast I will make a program, because a friend of mine, he asked me to. I made actually many videos about the gathering of Israel, but they are scattered all over. Chapter 17 verse number 1. Let us read translation of Yusuf Ali. Look what the Muslims, they translate falsely the word Al-Aqsa. They say the sacred mosque. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It says Al-Haram. Al-Haram simply is the forbidden, not really sacred. In the same time, it says after it, to the far, Al-Haram, which means this is Mecca, to the farthest mosque. Do you see it? The farthest. Okay, how farthest it is? Huh? how far it is to make it farthest. I will open for you Google, all right, and I will show you how far by kilometers the distance between Jerusalem and Al-Aqsa and sorry, and Mecca. Hold on. This is Mecca. Let's go to Mecca. Well, let me switch to English. All right. We will go to Mecca and we will point and we will make a direction. Huh? We will make a direction. I will make it, you know, there's an option when you make direction. You can go by bus, you can go by car, you can go by walking, right? So I will make it by walking. So this is Mecca and this is the Kaaba. This is what? The Kaaba. So I will say direction from here to where? I will zoom out and we will go to Jerusalem. Live in front of your eyes, because somebody here is lying, and I will show you why I'm doing that. Hold on, because I have a very clear evidence that this is cannot be. All right, here we go. This is Jerusalem. We are here. Where is Jerusalem? My mouse is not working. Here we go. Hold on. This is Jerusalem. So I'm going to pick up the direction to here, from here to here. All right. We choose it from Mecca to Jerusalem. All right. Now I will choose. Let me move my mouse here. I will choose moving by walking. By what? By walking. How long is going to take? 595 hours. Guys, is it clear? Can you see it clear from your side? Does it show the 500? Do you see it? Direction from Mecca to Jerusalem walking is 595 hours. Be my witness. Okay, that's wonderful. So 595 hours if you walk, not by bus. I mean, that's very slow, right? Now, how many days is 595 hours? Let me grab my calculator. 595 divided to 24. That will take 24 days. 24 days walking, not a camel. Camel is faster. Horses are faster for sure, right? So we are talking about camel, sorry, about walking. Remember, I'm showing you on the screen. So if we take it only by walking, it is 24 days. Look at this surprise. I have it for the Muslims. It's going to destroy everything the Muslims they believe in from the mouth of their prophet. Let us see what Muhammad he said. We will go to the hadith, and remember, we showed you from the Quran. We showed you from the Quran that the Quran itself says that this is the farthest mosque, and the farthest mosque cannot be like a building is exists 24 days by walking. If it's by walking 24 days, I'm assuming it's going to be like, you know, 12 days by the camel, or even less. So it cannot be the farthest mosque, as you see here in the Muslim translation. If we go in the hadith, we will find the following. Read with me, please. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Narrated Abu Dhar. Let me zoom in to make it more clear so you guys can see it. This is why I'm saying, guys, I want everybody to copy this video. This is very important. All right? Read with me, please. I said, O Allah Messenger, which mosque was the first built in the surface of the earth? Which one is built first? You see it? So the question about what is the first mosque was built ever? All right. In the surface of the earth, he said, Al-Masjid al-Haram, which means Mecca. I said, which was built next? He replied, Al-Aqsa, the mosque of Al-Aqsa. You see here between two brackets, this is not in the hadith. The word Jerusalem is not in the hadith. This is why it's between two brackets. So don't be fooled by this, and Muslim cannot use it. The Arabic hadith is in front of me, and there is no Jerusalem at all. It's just always statement is as it's mentioned in the Quran, Al-Masjid al-Aqsa, which means the farthest ever mosque. There's no Jerusalem. Now, look what Muhammad he said. I said, what was the period of construction between the construction between the two? He said, it's 40 years. This is the Muslim translation. It says there, what is the period of construction? But does it say that in Arabic? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It says, and what is the distance between them? What is between them? What is between them here is about how far we can go, because it is farthest. However, if the Muslim they want to say that Al-Aqsa Mosque is built 40 years after the mosque of the Mecca, that's mean the one who built it, he have to be exist no more than 40 years of Adam. Because remember, the Muslim they say that Allah he sent Adam, he sent the black stone to Adam, and it was the base of the Kaaba, and then after that it was rebuilt by Abraham. The Quran mentioned that Allah he ordered Abraham to build the Kaaba. Based on this, if the Aqsa Mosque was built 40 years after the Kaaba, that's mean Abraham he must be the same builder. Otherwise the Muslims they have to tell us who is the one who built Al-Aqsa Mosque. Same time, in the hadith doesn't say anything about the period of construction. The hadith in front of me, it says, and what is between them? What is between them is about a distance. قلت كم كان بينهما, and how much is between them? He said 40 years. Now somebody might say to me, okay, if it's about distance, how he is measuring by years? I can show you tons of hadith that all of it they measure the distance by years or by days. At that time, people they don't measure by kilometers, they measure by time. So what is the distance between here and there? They say it's etc. time. Same time, if this is the farthest mosque, as the Quran even saying, and even the hadith in the front of us saying, how it is located in a place 24 days away by walking, which mean by driving a car, you know, maybe a day and a half, or 2 days, or 3 days maximum. So this hadith here actually, what it's meant to say, that this was built, the Aqsa Mosque 40 years away. And actually I can show you how the Muslims, they play games with the word Aqsa and Adna. If you remember, the Muslims, uh, they made a claim of a miracle about the victory of the Byzantine. If you remember, let me show it to you, just to prove my point and to make it clear. Just to show you that the word Aqsa and the word Adna is about a location, not about timing. And the whole idea is, where are they located? Let me show you, hold on. However, before we go and show you the other one, even if the Muslims, they will say, even if the Muslims, they are going to say that this is a mosque built by Abraham, that will confirm the Jews' stories, that this is belong to the Jews. And that confirm again that Mecca is a false fiction, because why Abraham, he built Mecca and then he went to Jerusalem? Why, if the most important house of Allah is Mecca, why Allah don't stay? Why Abraham don't stay in Mecca? This is the most important place. Why he leave it? This is why I say, don't take what the Muslim they say about anything regarding their religion, especially when they translate. All of this is addition. I said, what was the period of construction between them? I want to see where it says that. It doesn't say that. In the hadith in Arabic, it's in front of me, it doesn't say that. All what it says, and how much was between them. Muhammad, he says 40 years. You can take a scientist and you can you know, today, as long the Muslims, they believe in science as much they try to fool us. What about we take some scientists to study how old is the Kaaba and how old the Temple of Mount, and then everybody will laugh. Mecca is nothing. Mecca is a dirt, and the Kaaba obviously is something new. It's not really that old compared to other buildings. Now let us go and get the Abdul busted from their own statements about miracles. Let me find it. And again, guys, don't forget to remind your friends that we are going to use this account for now for broadcast temporarily or for some time, I mean. All right. I will find the miracle. I will search in the internet, so that will not bother you in the screen. Quran victory the victory of the Byzantine. All right. Let us see. Quran miracle. Strange, did not come. Usually they are all over. Here we go. This is a Muslim website. This is a Muslim website. Look with me, please. Miracles of the Quran, the victory of the Byzantine. And then they quote for us the chapter of Ar-Rum, which means the chapter of the Roman, 2 and 4. And what it says here, the Roman have been defeated in the land nearby. So what the land nearby is Al-Adna. What the land farthest land is Al-Aqsa. Okay, hold on. If Al-Aqsa is located in the same land of Israel, how here in this verse that is called the near land? Guys, are you getting my point? Do you understand what I'm saying? If this is the same land, where is the Roman they lost? This is in Jerusalem. The Persian, they attacked Jerusalem, the siege of Jerusalem, and they attacked Jerusalem, and they were able to destroy Jerusalem. All right. So why the Quran call it the nearby land? Are you guys following? It cannot be the same as the Aqsa, because the Aqsa, if we showed you, as we showed you in the Muslims translation, it was the farthest land. You see it? You see it? The word farthest, most, the farthest. Huh? The Quran call it the farthest mosque. But this is both exist in the same place, the farthest mosque and the location where the Roman they lost their war is the same. Let us say the Muslim they want to play a game, they will say it is there is 20 mile different, there is a 50 mile far away from Jerusalem. It doesn't change anything. That will not make it the nearby, and that will not make it the farthest. So when the Quran is speak about Muhammad going all the way to Jerusalem and mention that that trip was for the farthest mosque, the farthest, not the far, the farthest of all, very far. And then when the Quran mentioned the same story about the same land and he called it the nearby land, that means it cannot be the same land. As simple as that. And that means the hadith which we showed you is speaking about a distance of 40 years, not a distance of construction between them. Otherwise that will prove that the Quran have a very severe error, because you cannot call the same land two names. One of them is the farthest land and the other one is the nearby land. Are we getting the point? Let us show you. You know, you do not need to be just try to think carefully when you read, and you will see how stupid this book is. Let us see. You see the same word Adna appear many places as about the nearest. Here we go. Chapter 30 verse number 4. في أدنى الأرض وهم من بعد غلبهم سيغلبون. So after they lost the war, they are going to win. And by the way, Muhammad here, he made a false prophecy, because he said after they will win في بضع سنين. بضع in Arabic, it's mean have to be between 9 to 3. And if you read my books, The Deception of Allah, you will find that how I get that busted, and the Quran and Science in Depth. So if we click at the translation for chapter 30 verse number 3, you will see the following. In the closest land. Do you see it, guys? Do you see how they describe a land in the Quran? And this is the Muslim translation. The land, in the land, close by. In the land, close by. Do you know what Al-Aqsa mean? Aqsa Mosque? Aqsa, name Aqsa itself, it's coming from the Quran. Aqsa mean the farthest. How it is in the same location, one is coming as the nearby land and one is coming the farthest. You know what I mean? It cannot be for the same land, it must be something else. And this is how stupid the author of the Quran. That proof that the Quran is a book of contradiction, because the same location, the same place, and even the Muslims, the stupid Abdul, they made miracles about it. They made articles, as we showed you, articles about the amazing miracle. The prophet, he says the Roman, they will be victorious in the the near land. You see it, the miracles of the Quran, and I get them busted. Sure, if you read my books, you will find how we get them busted, and we make videos about it. But this is our topic anyway. The topic is it the farthest land, or it's the nearby land? Obviously, the author of the Quran is a stupid mental who have no idea what he's talking about. And as we showed you, even the Muslims books witness that this is the land of the Jews, and that is starting from the Quran chapter 5 verse number 21. Another podcast, maybe tomorrow or the after, I will do podcast about chapter 17 and speak about how Allah is supposed to speaking about the gathering of the Jews in the land of Israel. So until I see you again, guys, don't forget to tell your friends, by the way, from now on, for some time, we don't know for how long, we are going to do broadcast in Arabian Prophet account, and I'm going to post this video in the other account, Christian Prince, and I will pin my name as an Arabian Prophet in the top, so people, they can click at my name and they can find my other account easy, for those who they are not familiar with the Arabian Prophet account. Until I see you soon again, may the Lord bless you. Feel free to download my video, share it with your friends, and feel free to contact me if you have a request to answer something and get the Abdul busted, as always. And I hope to see you soon in the nearest land, which is the farthest land in the same time. Amazing, genius God. See you guys. Bye-bye. God bless. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Amen to that. See ya.